Well, we are looking at the starting list. The athletes will come out in the opposite order from where they qualified. So the athletes coming out first, qualified last. The athletes coming out last, qualified in the top spot. Some draws along the way at the tops, but separated by world rankings. And Mia Krampel is onto the stage. You can just see in the background, and I can't actually see who's for the men down there. We'll have a look in a minute. And Satomi Yoshida down at the bottom. Nia Suzuki coming near the top as well. Both of them in fine flowing form. Zento Morishita, by the way, coming on. And for the women, Mia Krampel, we can see. I talked to her yesterday. She showed me her Whoop band, which had 0 sleep on it. She was that nervous about this competition.
0 sleep, oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean,
pretty wild, though. They had like an hour and a half of rest, but
yeah,
no sleep.
That's great. That's why I stopped wearing wearables, is because that can only mess with your head. And I was like, absolutely not.
All right, well, both athletes underway. The clocks are ticking, as you can see on our split screen there. The athletes have 6 minutes. Obviously, the clock will start when the individual athlete pulls off the ground. That's why there's a bit of a difference in the time. And Sean, let's look at the men's first of all. Not the easiest beginning for the men. You know,
quite it's super funny. You just campused with move 2 and 3, which is exactly the same campus sequence as the qualifier that was on the same part of the wall. But the start of the men's route, when we got a chance to talk with the route setters, is a little bit harder at the beginning. The women's route for the first, again, I'm only saying like the first 6 or 7 moves are a little bit easier, but then right again where Mia is, they said right away it gets actually pretty hard through this section, and the 2 last green balls are deceivingly bad.
Yeah, the one she's about to come up, so you match this, it's this left hand that's surprising. It looks like a jug, doesn't it?
It looks like a jug, and they said because your feet are really under you, it's like getting up over a little bulge, and so it's harder than it looks.
Mia's going to try it with a high heel. Keep an eye on
there, that move right there. Yeah.
You've got to be accurate, haven't you? Because it's blocked.
Yep.
And then Zento crosses over with the left hand. You were saying when you were looking at these routes, kind of fairly easy to read, most.
Yeah, they're easy sequences to read, probably very hard to do in practice, and then it's actually really interesting. Zento right here, these next few moves, you have to go again off that next right hand, and you do a weird rose move, and I'm curious if they'll all read it correctly, because I think the right hand's really bad, but I read it as a double shoulder, because there's a pink hold that you'll see him grab eventually, but it's a little bit hidden. You can maybe see it by now. But it is a really cool sequence. So right here you do a little rose, and then you have to fix it before.
Yeah, Zento's had very good results back in the day. 2024 in Briançon, he got the gold medal, but since then it's consistent semi-finals, less finals along the way for him.
And Mia just like rocketed through that section. And then I thought that section would be harder. It's hard. It's always hard to watch a climber and gauge how hard I think it's going to be, because some people just make things look effortless and others make it look really, really hard, but then it's actually okay. But she did that section really well.
And that famous splits that she's good at, that flexibility. She has a big drop knee in as well. Now watch Zento. This is the move you thought was pretty hard to read, maybe.
This one's hard. It's a big feet first section, and you lose your feet really quickly. So you do this next move, and then you're kind of campusing for 2 moves, and then you get a heel out left.
And then into this sort of feet first sequence, a little bit of a down climb at the second love. You're right about Mia, by the way. She is so quick.
Yeah.
She's almost on the head wall. Zento's only halfway through. So there you go, just to give you an idea of the different speeds of the athletes. Of course, different routes here. Mia maybe starting to get pumped now. That right arm looking in trouble. Still going, no, and the foot pop.
A little foot pop, yeah, right at the end. But right here, these moves look insanely hard. And then going into the shoulder, and then again, you kind of lose your feet. More mentors, more people to climb with.
Yeah. And of course, we will be heading to Prague for lead this time instead of the usual boulder competitions, which is going to be great. And you might go there too, right?
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm trying to get there, but it's hard. I got a lot of stuff going on back home, so it might not be till later in the year you see me again.
Well, both athletes off the deck. Alshin on the left, Arena on the right-hand side. It'll be interesting to me to see whether Arena makes it seem a little bit more difficult on that move we were told was hard, because Mia didn't seem to find it.
Oh, yeah. These climbers have a good way of making moves look easy that are hard.
Yes, which can frustrate the life out of a route setter on occasions. And this arena, although it is controlled temperature-wise, it's an interesting one because it does tend to alter a little bit depending on how many people are in the auditorium. but the humidity staying at the moment about 38%, so not changing yet. Ashlyn with a nice little knee bar there.
See that? Yeah. It's funny too because mostly climbers much prefer indoor venues because it can be climate controlled. And it's interesting because some venues get overly hot and then they're like, this is a climate controlled room, someone turn on the AC, and they're like, but no, they did really well. I actually walked in here this morning with no one in here, 10 or 20 people, and it was cold.
It was, and it's getting warmer. And this is why I'm going to keep an eye on it, because this venue does change a little bit throughout the course of the day. Now, Arena has very low toes, didn't like it, and now goes to the
And maybe this is what they were talking about, because if you get the next green on and you have a toe hook, you do have to do a hard cut.
Yeah, she's going to have to release that toe, and does nicely now. Ashlyn climbing slow and steady on the left-hand side of your screen. Yeah, definitely a different kind of route it feels like for Arena at this point. Mia just saw it, did it, sort of moved on.
Yeah. Yeah, she's stopping, matching. So, like, yeah, it's good texture, but you still need to get up and over, and gets through the section very nicely.
Yeah, it was a different method, wasn't it? Sort of a bit more statically, which allowed her not to miss that blocked hole, which is obviously what you'd want to avoid.
I like this view.
Now, this little is cool, isn't it? This little sort of move to the right for the women. It's all about the toe hook.
Yeah, this toe hook out right, and yeah, you really got to keep tension. If the right foot blows, you're gone.
Okay, so that's the toe we're talking about on the right-hand side. And you were asking whether it's possible without that toe?
Yeah, that's what I was asking the route setters, and they said that it is possible, but it'll be harder. So we hopefully won't see it.
Yeah, look at that manipulation of the toe. She's trying to get double toes.
Yeah, super nice. And then you can do a big cross. Oh, she goes right in first.
Nice climbing from her. And then Auschwin on the left has two knee bars.
Knee bar, yeah.
Could he bat? I've never seen a bat hang in a comp.
Hey, for sure he could, yeah.
That would be pretty awesome.
You'll get a little rest in here before the down campus section, and then into that steep, powerful move at the end of the last head wall.
I love that from him. That's very smart climbing to spot that.
Yeah, and especially if it's comfortable, if it actually is a good rest.
So he now finds a right, but he is going back and forth a little bit here. He's going to have to commit, and now does. And that heel hook on that tiny jib above his head. Auschwin rotates and campuses. Now Arena falls on the right. The knee bars was good. I think he was putting him in because he was mega pumped.
Yes, yeah, definitely looked like that because he really struggled to get down there, and then she did those really well. But you can tell here, looks like he's out of power.
And his results are still good. World champs 25th, Copper 28th. You know, they're impressive results from him. And then from Brazil, Mia. No, sorry, I'm sorry. Arena comes on here. Anya comes on. Goodness me. Anya comes on from Brazil, and one of our least experienced competitors, which is nice to see, sort of the veteran and the newbie on stage. So Martin Stranek into the pinch with the left hand. Comes up with the right.
Yeah, it's cool. It's Anya's second semifinal. This is her 16th World Cup. And it's interesting. I saw her last year. She was in, I think it was Madrid, Chamonix and Madrid last year. And she wasn't in semifinals for those. Or she was in Chamonix semifinal and then not Madrid. And so it's cool to see her back in semifinals here, and she's a better climber this year.
Yeah, she's coming, isn't she? Bit by bit. Only 22 as well, so lots of learning to do. Martin, meanwhile, has high feet as he makes that flip. Yeah, no World Cup in Brazil this year in Curitiba. We'll be going to South America still, but Chile will be our location. Anya with a nice bump up. That move not causing any problems so far.
Yeah, and she did the section through the greens a lot faster, more like on par with what Mia did.
Yeah, you're right. That's similar style, wasn't it? Now Martin Stranek is on the crimps before this sort of slight feet first down climby section. And he's resting in a Which looks like an unusual position for me, but he's obviously found a good place for himself. But that heel is shaking away underneath him. And Anya has the toe hook locked in for that right foot.
Yeah.
Martin looks like he's fighting right now.
Well, it was hard. He got stuck in a low heel and then realized he had to go semi-feet first. And so here he'll probably put in a little knee edge so he can do the clip.
Nice.
It's good from Martin. Right, let's see if he can recover in that position. He can shake out at least. Anya lost her feet for a moment, cut loose a little, pulled it back in, and she's nearing the top section of this middle part of the wall. Oh, that was just, she caught it with the fingertips on the right hand. Martin is still in his position. And this is where we lost our last competitor. That right foot looks a little bit more solid to me from Anya.
Yeah, the Arena had her feet more in a split, so she's actually a lot taller. And then, yeah, does pass her.
In trouble there, maybe on the one line. No, she's good. I'm amazed. I thought she was going to snatch at that, but she really...
That looks really hard.
And Martin is still in position. Anya goes.
And you can tell by the body position, those moves are really hard now. Yeah, we do lose Martin right here. So you do a little down campus. And then you have to campus again left.
And listen to that crowd in the background. Super excited to see us. It was the same in Boulder. Whenever a Chinese climber even went vaguely near the mats, the reaction was unbelievable. Mia cuts loose, flowing through the bottom of the route.
Yeah, super young climber. This is his, what is it, 6th, 7th World Cup? And it's interesting reading through his stats. He actually made, in his first World Cup, semis when it was 26. And then only has done 5 since then, so this again will be his second semis. But he's only 18 years old, so it's cool to see.
It really is, and of course, climbing exploding in China. We keep doing features, especially in Shanghai. There are literally hundreds of gyms in Shanghai right now, and everyone has a different style, a different sort of community base. It's such a cool place to be a climber at the moment.
What's really cool is I actually got to go to a couple of the gyms. Is they now have global holds. Before we used to come to China and they used to only have basically Chinese holds, or we'll say some knockoffs or some similarities between others. Now they just go and they get all the different types of holds everywhere.
And for an athlete, that's so important, isn't it? I like the double toes on the left.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And he's so close to the ground, it's slightly terrifying.
He has to take out a right toe hook to do the move, at least. But if it works, it works.
Yeah, and
there he goes back there.
Mia has toes as well. Right hand, right foot to toe in. Yeah, I think men's, it's always hard to know whether the athletes are over-resting and getting tired in a resting position or need to rest. But it's interesting how 2 have fallen after that knee bar section. As in, like, I wonder if the resting position is harder than it feels.
Yeah, it's always up to the competitors how much they really want to rest. And, Mia flew through the toe hook section.
She's on it, isn't she? Look at this. It's like a speed run. 3 minutes 57 left on the clock for her.
This is her first World Cup too.
I think you've got to come in as a Japanese athlete and just show the selectors immediately that you're good, considering how many athletes they have. Zhuzhou has that right hand and goes left. Will he do the knee bar that we've seen a few times? Looks like he's thinking about it. No, he hasn't yet. Interesting. And Mia, this cross-through move. Oh, barely looked like she was trying on that. A nice little pop. There's the knee bar. Zhuzhou gets the right and the left. And this is what I mean, whether it's like, oh, he did take the hands off.
Little no hands, yeah.
Love it. Oh, doubles.
And Mia on the right here is doing really well. 2 moves away from the leader. Cruising. And interesting enough, in the results too, there was an appeal. Unknown if it's against or for Mia Krampel from Slovenia, but there's yellow next to her name, which means there has been an appeal in her name.
Yeah.
And we lose the Chinese athlete. It's crazy actually. So he had the knee bar, and then he went to go do the cross under. Hopefully we'll see a little replay. and it's hard to unwrap from that position. But Mia on the right here, one move away from the lead. There you go, now she's going to be in the lead.
Yeah, head wall.
Immediately, it's super hard.
Oh, down she comes. Under appeal at the moment. Right, next two come onto the stage. Jan Stibek comes. Jan, again, one of our younger climbers. I did a little bit of content with him last year where we were wandering around Prague, which is a lot of fun. Victoria Meshkova back as well, one of our natural athletes in action here. So Jan, up he goes. Now this is where his right hand is where we saw the double toes before. Oh, sorry, yes, I'm taking the whole hold, aren't I? It was higher up. And Victoria underway off the ground as she gets going. Yeah, Jan is very interesting. He's one of our younger members, and it's great to see him doing so well for Team Czech Republic here. Yes, he's coming up to that toe up above his head on the right. We've yet to see anyone really struggle with the section the route setters thought we might have some hesitations on. They reckon they definitely lose a few as we enter the red volumes.
Pretty sure Victoria was a Tokyo Olympian? Qualified through the European Championship, the very last one? Like last in.
Tokyo seems like such a long time ago now, doesn't it? I mean,
don't tell me that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sean. Yeah. But what a performance! Yeah, the old triple format, of course, changed now for LA 28. So you got lead, boulder, and speed as separate disciplines, which I think is a pretty cool result for everyone.
And you see Jan in that position, so no one wants the rose, but the route setters did tell me it was a rose move. It's always funny when competitors don't want to do it. When you do a cross under two, you put pressure on the arm before, so it's harder to fix, but you can actually reach farther, so it's a bit more dangerous. And Victoria here is, this is the move you're supposed to put, so okay, so she does it. Because if you don't put it in there, you can't put it in after, or it's very hard. But she does go for the toe.
So any misread is sort of compounded.
Yeah, and that's how I read it, to do, you match hands on each of the volumes, and one of the athletes spanned it, which is works totally fine as well.
A little flick of the hands from Victoria. She tries to get rid of some of the pump. Jan was very fast through.
And that's a section where we saw a lot of people struggle, so he's got through it quickly, actually. Come on. He did it with a toe there, so it's really interesting to see who's going to do a toe and who does a heel. He did it with a toe, which we'll have to see how other people do it.
He's getting lots of support. The crowd are loving his run here. And Victoria as well, climbing towards the head wall, the women's route. Oh, Jan falls. Yeah, the men's route much more punchy in the middle section. The women's seems to sort of build towards the head wall.
Yes. And then as soon as the women pop over the lip, it's like bam, I think every move is going to be hard. First move over the lip, second move over the lip, and then the bump over the lip. We've seen the three women.
Scoreboard on the right-hand side, 33 plus is leading the way. Remember, Mia Krampel is under appeal. We'll have to wait and see. I've sent a message. We're waiting. Victoria there, 30.
Yeah, so they took away. 1 sec.
Kim Young-kwon comes out from South Korea. And then for the women, Harige comes out from Japan. We're watching Kim Young here. One of our younger athletes as well. As you said, you said to me the standard seems to be going up and up and up every year, and he's an example of this. He's one of the 80s, 18 years and 1 month, if I remember that correctly. No, sorry, 19 now on this stat system. So yeah, one of the younger athletes. And Seoul, he was 22nd, exactly the same in copper as well. So sort of consistent semi-finals in the last couple of years. And we just sticking with the men's, as Sean said earlier on, once an athlete from a gender falls, we will then rotate them through. So the women running at slightly different times at the moment. Launching out. That was a wild move there from him. Then he puts this toe in, which we've seen lots of athletes do on this section. Like that camera angle. It's 45 degrees and 8 meters long, that is part of the route. So if you imagine if you ever climb at a kilter board, which is one of the World Climbing newest sponsors, by the way. Yes, imagine a 45-degree kilter board and how steep that feels, and then put it over 8 meters at a time. It's pretty intense. There is, representing Japan, just like jogged onto the stage, nods to the leader, and she will get underway. Didn't spend much time faffing around down low. He's approaching traverse to the left. Climbing in that classic sort of Korean style, which is quite dynamic between sequences.
I was going to say it's a little bit easier to compensate when they're a little bit more spread apart, so we can focus on one. But obviously, as he gets into this knee bar traversing down climbing section, is where you've seen a lot of them pop off.
Yeah, we know with lead there are certain parts of the route we can sort of not ignore, but we know the athletes are going to get through, and then there's real sections like this where, as you can see, yes, exactly that. Sean, what happened there, do you think?
Well, he had his toe on the hold he was going down to, then he did a little hand-foot match. He moved his foot to the other foot that was over the volume, but he wasn't engaged on his right arm. And so when he turned around, he basically didn't have time to grab anything with his left arm and couldn't hold the one-arm lock-off. It's a tough decision because if you wait around there, you waste so much strength. But yeah, I hope they might show a replay after and we can see it in slow.
Yeah, he's certainly disappointed as he walks to grab his shoes off camera, so not happy with that performance. But we will stick with Yuno right now. She's got through the first of the tricky moves for the women. And no one's so far misreading this toe hook.
No, good. You just get the clip, get the toe hooks in, and engage your core.
Victoria will jump up to the 33 plus due to count back to the top spot of the leaderboard. And I love this little part here with the hands. It looks like a crack. It's not jammable, but I like the feature. There is Victor Germain from France who comes on. Walked into isolation earlier on. He was looking very relaxed, just sort of warming up, chilling. There was a nice atmosphere in ISO, actually. Lots of so I think lead climbing, Boulder, whenever I go to isolation to do various things, it's always quite intense environments, but lead always feels a little bit more chill.
Yeah. I find warming up for lead much easier than bouldering.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, lead you really just have to get a little bit of endurance and a few hard moves. With bouldering, you have to be ready to do anything.
Yeah, we have a feature on this in the climbing club, but the boulder, the wall in isolation is 25 meters long, which is must be one of the longest on the circuit, surely.
Yuno is doing great here.
Yeah. Yeah, she's approaching the headwalk. Victor just starting his on. Victor making that cross remove look quite difficult.
Yeah, that's a strange one too. And Yuno heel looking on the blocked hold.
And he's so sick. He's not the most experienced. He's only been competing since 2025. But he's learning. Now, Yuno, she's approaching the business end of this competition. Up to the first pinch, loses the left foot. And now she's going to pogo.
Oh, and it works. Oh.
Almost works.
And so she'll get 33 with the pogo, and then try to get her foot right, and then fell. And I think it's because the right hand is a bumping hold, so it's actually really bad.
Right, so we'll stick with Victor then as the women swap around. He's had good results in the last year that he's competing, generally up into the sort of top 40 throughout his competition run, but the best results in Bali when he was 19th. Oh, I miss Bali. What a comp that was. Pretty much this time last year we were all on the beach. Maybe one day we'll return. Oh, that left toe popped there. See, if you have had toes, some have gone for the heel. The heel looks a bit awkward to me.
Yeah, you almost have to just get the heel just for the move. The toe hooks, thanks for resting and relaxing, but I think to do the actual move, the heel is the way to do it.
So clips in. Nice and smooth from him so far, apart from that first move. Oh, no, as I said that, a right hand pops. Yeah, maybe less smooth. Maybe he is looking a little bit shaky here.
I think it's just, yeah, just hard moves. Like, you have to be precise and...
He's got a very awkward heel in underneath with that right foot. My knee hurts in sympathy for that one.
It's hard, I haven't seen him climb a lot, so it's hard to judge his climbing style.
He's breathing heavy though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Most clip this from the knee bar or from that position. Oh, yes! Well, that's confidence for you. Shaking out. Well, I said I haven't seen a bat hang. That's about as close as you'd get, the no hands rest. Now, look, for people who might not understand, you'd think, well, he's taking his hands off. That's easy, but that move is quite risky.
Well, no, I mean, he has a good shin length, so actually he looked comfortable in it. And the hard part is you just have to engage your whole body. And so yeah, you get a little bit of rest in your arms, but you're basically not breathing while you're holding that. So you take a little bit of weight off your arms, but your heart rate's still going up because you're still engaged through your core.
Well, let's see if he can get out of it, because a few have managed to find a rest, but it's next sequence, and he's fully upside down right now. Wow, you don't often see that in world climbing competitions. I personally am well into that. Michaela, by the way, Smirnova is going on the right-hand side.
Your shindex. God.
The shindex.
Took me a really long time to think of that. It's hard, too, because when you go upside down, the blood actually goes into your arms, but you're not as engaged in your core. So it's a little bit of a shift, and then when you're up like this, you're putting more blood out of your arms, so it's a better resting position, but then you're obviously more engaged in your core.
And is there an element that the men will know that perhaps the tricky part comes after this because of the timing and the fact they're falling early?
It's tough. I'm pretty sure he can probably feel it. Like, he did that so well, and then he's gonna get out there, and I think he'll do heel. And he crushed those moves. He's looking really, really good.
This is good stuff from Victor. Any nerves we thought he might have had down low seem to have gone right now.
Yeah. I feel like he's much into his flow. So it's on this move. For Michaela, she'll have to clip and like get the toe hooks, but Victor is doing great. I think he really found his flow on this route. Wow, he's gonna clip super early and then be able to do 5 or 6 moves without clipping.
This is impressive stuff from the Frenchman right now.
Yeah.
Little flicks. Michaela has worked out the toe hook. She's okay for the time being.
Well, here we go. We have high point too for Victor now on this move on this end. I think he should skip the clip. There you go. There you go.
So you can do this. You can decide where to clip the clip.
I think you have to go again. That's...
just...
I think he has the wrong hand on that hole, but...
Oh, and he fumbles that clip twice. He's in a very awkward position to clip it. The elbow's going up. He's trying to make another move.
Oh, that was really, really, really well done for him. You could see how he got that heel in, and then he went again. Because I think the route was set up to go the other hand, but I'll have to look at the route map. But yeah, he did that really, really well. That's a high point for the men, and it doesn't matter they didn't get the clip to still get hold value for that second hold over the lip, because you can technically clip from there. So yeah, really, really good run.
Yeah, look at that, 38, way above Zento's 33 plus. He's our new high point, and that might take some beating, you know. We're looking for the top 8 to move forward. Michaela is approaching the part that spat off so many women so far. The pinch with the left hand, and then the big move up with the right hand. She'll shake out before that, though, with plenty of time left on the clock as well. 33 plus is the women's high point currently. Victoria has that. That heel is locked in on the blocked right hold. Now she moves the feet down low. So fight time for her.
Yeah, this is a really hard move right here. So it's a semi-pogo or just a, yeah, she's got to make a decision. She matches feet low.
It was a bit low with that right hand that time. That move. So Sasha Lehmann, and look, you've shared the circuit with this man for a long time. Tell me a little bit about Sasha.
Wow, Sasha, I mean, phenomenal climber. I've been climbing with him since wow, I don't even remember now, 15, 16. I was there when he won his first World Cup. Really nice to see. Just missed out on the Tokyo Olympics actually, and at the European Championships, and he topped the finals route, and unfortunately someone else topped it and bumped someone else, a third party. So we went to countback. It was soul crushing, but did get redemption for Paris, which was nice to see. And now obviously gearing up, I assume he's going to be trying to go for LA.
Yeah, he told me he's done with Boulder.
Yeah,
like finished.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, he was never the most natural Boulder climber. So it's good to see him back in lead. And that's Sumi Oda on the right-hand side for Japan gets started. So Sasha, the endurance king, such a popular member of the world climbing circuit. And we'll be going to Bern for the next able-bodied World Cup. Of course, we have a Para World Cup next week in Salt Lake City. That'll be the next world climbing comp you can watch. Sasha in control at the moment. That's Sudi Oda. He's approaching the women's sort of little tricky section.
One thing that's really nice about Sasha is he feels genuinely happy for all of the athletes, kind of regardless of how he did. It seems like he's really good at abstracting. Obviously he'll be disappointed with some results, really happy with others, but then he focuses on smart performance. But yeah, really happy climber, which is just really nice.
It is indeed, yeah. Lots of support from him. He's breathing hard though as he crosses through.
Well, yeah, and it looks like the knee bar is actually really good, just for a little bit of a clip. But see how his Shindex is a little bit smaller. He can't get his knee bar in there, and he doesn't actually really need to. And this is the haircut. And that's the move. That's yeah, like his foot's on, and it's such a small difference between when you do that move easily versus like he came around, didn't find the left hand hold right away, and then you just kind of lose it right away.
So you're saying he probably could have got the knee bar in the same way as someone like Victor?
Yeah, no, we'll see a little replay of it, but basically his legs aren't long, and his shin is long enough to do it well.
Yes.
He probably could get his toe up really and kind of smear it in there, but he opted just to skip it anyway.
And maybe slightly rush the move perhaps. You know, he seemed to drop down very quickly.
Yeah, and it's hard because you look at that move and from the ground, you think that the right hand hold will be so good that you can kind of just like fling your body around, and it's a little bit harder, or maybe when you come around, maybe it's harder to spot the hold you're supposed to land on, and you need it in order to stay on the wall.
Because he still seemed fairly fresh to me, so it did seem to be more of a mistake. He's shaking his head hard as he walks off the stage. Right, Natsumi is underway with the right toe in. She's just 18 as well, up and comer. Hasn't made a semi-final in terms of the previous World Cups before. This is her first in the World Series. Sort of in the low 30s before this. Innsbruck was the last time she made semi-finals last year.
Yeah, I get to that toe section, and the next two moves are definitely hard, and then she's going to get up into that upper cruxy section. So.
Yeah, it's about saving energy through here. All right, Pierre comes out. There's going to be two French athletes in a row in a minute. Max Berton following Pierre onto the stage. Natsumi Oda has that heel hook in. I love the way the setters blocked that. I mean, they fully knew that the athletes would be heel hooking.
They block it, but they do it anyway.
Yeah.
Heel over the hand too on the move.
She's not pausing, is she? Oh! That left foot seemed to go as she reached up.
Yeah, that was a weird one. She looked really, really good, and then yeah, left foot on the foothold, and just, yeah, go up to it. She didn't hit the next hold well. I think she was up higher and she hit it. Her foot doesn't slip, and so she missed it just a tiny bit, and then her foot went right away.
Right, so Pierre gets his semi-final started. Keep an eye on the leaderboard on the right-hand side. Looks back. Try not to over-grip. Easier said than done. Kwon is athlete number 8. Taking his time through here, time seeming not to be a factor in this semi-final. If the athlete does run out of time during their climb, that is it. Their high point where they get to will be where the score is counted.
Yeah, it's cool to see too. This is like your next generation of French athletes. You kind of have like Sam Abazouk leading them, who is, I believe, the oldest of the 5.
Is that true? That's
cool. Yeah, I know. It's super wild because I was climbing when he was born. But yeah, so I think these, I'll call them kids, but these gentlemen are between the ages of like 17 and 20, and Sam's 25, and so I mean to have a mentor like Sam too, Olympian, good both disciplines, so that'd be awesome. But you can really feel and see the cohesion of their team.
Yeah.
And you know, they're happy, they're climbing, they're cheering each other on, and it really, yeah, I mean the French team is great. They have good athletes. They have a great system in France. Obviously, I lived there for 5 years as well, and so you really see it shine through here because they're all excited to be here and they're climbing well and they're really opting as a team.
And it's nice to see the moment the rotation between boulder and lead. Of course, some there is a cross through people like Max Berton, but it's almost a full new team here, which is it's fun for me because I get to see lots of fresh faces come through between the comps, and it's one of these things about LA getting more medals. Right, let's see how Pierre deals with this knee bar point. Sasha didn't try to really use it. Perhaps the Shindek's not working. His seems better.
Yeah, a little bit better, and he gets up a little higher. It's funny. I wish they almost put like heights of everyone. There, he gets it. So the French competitor before obviously like took it off, so they previewed it, and they're like, oh, you can probably get a knee bar there. It's more uncomfortable for Pierre, you see, here. But no, he's relaxing, he's breathing, he's
looking good. Cheong Kim underway on the right. She had a very good qualifying run. One of our smaller athletes.
We need everything. We need height, we need wingspan, we need Shindex.
Can you imagine
toe to hand height?
Can you imagine how irritated the athletes would be if we started measuring shins? Be like, nope. Now watch this from Pierre. He's getting himself a little tangled up here.
So here you can just heel. So it's almost like you're in a half figure 4, and then when you get here, you did exactly the same as Victor. So you can see the previewing together shine through here.
All right, well, Pierre is on for something here. He's going for Victor as he gets through the first of the men's cruxes. Nice use of the heels.
Hard clip now. He looks.
Oh, true, Sean. Yeah, it's a bit below him, isn't it?
His left elbow's coming out. I think he's just going to jump.
Yeah, that decision to get points rather than the clip, he couldn't have gone much further on that one, and he returns down, and we'll see where that leaves him on the score.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, I haven't got updated on that.
He's in 2nd or 3rd. It's still a really good run. I forget where Victor clipped from as well. But even Pierre, he came out of the call it a 360. It's not, but he came out of that section well, actually, and still got another few moves.
There we go. It leaves him in 3rd currently, 31 plus, just ahead of Yang now. Right, Cheong Kim is thinking about this. She's looking right, she's looking left. I think she's thinking, do I go up first, then toe hook, or do I toe hook, then go up?
Yeah. And hooks up. So this is, oh,
she's really.
Get it? Well done.
Oh no. Yeah, but he's very keen anyway. But yeah, turns out he's quite good at climbing, so he doesn't have much of an opportunity.
And speak fluent English? I speak good enough English?
Yeah, perfect English, yeah.
That was something about even with Oriane, actually quite a number of years before, but her clip was always quite good.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of them grew up on the Reunion Island. I remember watching Boulder videos of these two when they were about 11, crushing things on Reunion, and then they came onto the world circuit. Ryu Nakagawa is looking at the route on the right. Yeah, I remember Max's debut, I think it was debut anyway, in Briançon, where he did so well in front of his French crowd, and I think it's just the moment of like thousands of French people screaming at him, he'll always remember.
Totally. Well, there's no better feeling being in front of a home crowd and actually having a good performance, and you feel the energy through the crowd.
Yeah, he did so well. Right, after all that, Max, don't let us down here. Let's see what you could do, sir. I think the bottom part of the men's here is really hard from the way they're reacting.
That was very elegant. He had a heel with his right, and he stepped through to the pink and then clipped. That is wild. I hope someone has a photo of that.
Yeah, photographer for the IFSC is out there. Kazu takes some really lovely shots based in Japan. You can go onto the World Climbing Insta to check out his shots. Ryu has a really high left heel, and then she drops it down. Max is working here.
That's an interesting. I think he's worried about the clip.
He wants to get it from here, doesn't he? Everyone else has gone past it.
Yeah, he gets past it, and he put a little knee bar, and then he clips from there. But yeah, we'll see how he.
But that right toe is basically on nothing.
Yeah, he's just smearing. His left foot's on something. He's looking to clip, but I think he's going to have to make the decision to not. He'll clip from here.
Oh, he really wants to.
Yeah,
he hasn't.
Wants to clip.
That will have cost him a little bit. Not the most efficient sequence there from Max Berton. And he's going to have to reverse back to shake out. So this could be an upset, possibly building, if he doesn't manage to recover. We know there's a possible knee. He will be aware of it, I'm sure, but he won't know how good it is. Ryu looks super solid as she climbs through the toe hooks.
Yeah, she put in the toe hook right away too from before.
And Max now has the knees, and I think he'll be thinking, ugh, I could have clipped from there.
Well, it's interesting because we were watching Pierre climb. I said how the French would have previewed together, so they would have seen the knee bar and the clip, and then maybe a small oversight from Max. Maybe he forgot. Again, it's super hard. You're in these routes and you see what's in front of you. You see the clip and you say, okay, I need to get it before I get to the section. And he climbs really well.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually look nervous. Wow. Ryu's way after now. 2 moves from her.
Yeah, she's just.
Hard move here.
I've been watching her. There's just been no drama from her. It's been super smooth. And look at this.
And here,
Doesn't like the high toe. Has a think about it. Commits to it. Hits it statically, and that's better. A bump needed, and this could be high point time here.
There we go. Yeah. She's into the high point now.
Right, so into the lead, falls on a pink slopers, and we have a new women's leader. What a performance from Ryu there.
And there, okay, yeah, so really, really good clip from Max. He clips a little bit earlier than Pierre, and now he's done the draw, and he has to do really powerful moves, but actually he's resting a little bit too. And then Ryu got her right foot super high, which makes the second move over the lip a little bit harder, but then it's perfectly set up to do the bump. And so I think we'll see more and more women do it like that, which is really cool.
Max Berton has climbed this in an unusual way for him, but he is making progress here. He's wound the clock down as well, 1 minute 44 left.
Yeah, that won't be a problem. He actually probably won't be climbing for another 40 seconds, but shoot, I didn't want to see that. I thought he was going to get up over the lip. He looked.
She comes on.
So it looks like they gave Max the plus, and I don't remember. I thought his foot slipped. I have no idea. That's not on us to figure out too. That'll be all the other teams or the French team to fix that.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I get any messages about appeals. We'll keep an eye on that for you. So Osh underway and shaking out very early on here. She just eyes up the next section. Eunice Uber Masmoudi comes on from France. Another member of the squad we haven't seen that much of before this. Good to see him out in action. Osh coming through that power section. Yeah, Eunice is just 22, Peterson's 25, and this is only his 4th World Series event. And their second semi-finals after Madrid last year. Osh with a nice drop knee and shaking out here. Max is walking past, someone just said good job to him and he went, I think that says it all, doesn't it? Poor Max Berton, not quite what he would have wanted with that one.
I think the slip just right at the end, when he had a little bit of gas in the tank, is always hard to be excited for.
Of course, you know. We'll wait and see whether it leaves him in a finals place or not. But his teammates with 5 minutes 12 is on the bottom part of the route right now. And Osh McKenzie saw the toe, locked the toe, easy cut loose from her, as we'd expect with that power she has. And nice moves out towards the right as she climbs through. Interesting semis at the moment, very different routes.
I like seeing hard moves in the middle, and especially before the end, like on the men's. The women's all comes down to kind of where Osh's feet are, those 2 holds, and then from here to the top for sure.
Yeah, it's certainly a big crux coming up for Osh. You won't know that, remember, the athletes don't get to watch each other climb, but we know how important this next sequence is.
And she looks super good. So this is the foot I was talking about, so it makes that move a bit harder, but then she's in a perfect position to do the bump.
So approaching high point now. Ria was close.
Nice. So here we are, high point for the women's route.
And Osh looks good sitting down on that left foot. The sloper doesn't quite work though. But Osh will move into, as you said, the top spot with that one, and that was a nod from her. She did well.
Totally top spot, and so it's super interesting. Oh, I'll talk about her after. We have Eunice.
2 knees in.
Yeah, 2 knees right before the bottom part.
Victor, the only one committing to the hanging off with no hands. And as I sort of implied earlier on, that no hands rest, as an athlete, you know, taking your hands off is a fairly unnatural feeling. On a route like this anyway, outdoors we see it a lot.
So yeah, he's just gonna be shaking out a little bit, breathing, before he gets into that hard section next. It's hard too, because as a climber, you're in this like semi-rest. It's oftentimes hard to leave the rest and do the next move, because you have to do that switch to like rest to like 100%. Oh, I have to hold on really hard.
By the way, there's an appeal underway against Sasha Lehmann for the plus. So
against Sasha Lehmann for the plus, because he was on the same move going down to get the plus. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's underway. Well,
Sasha had his right hand where Eunice's foot is, and he tried to do the campus down, which, yeah, it's always awkward when you're campusing down. It's like, where's the direction of the next hold?
It's an interesting...
He did it super well here.
Yeah, campusing.
And heel, nice. And yeah, it looks super comfy. Switch to a toe. Oh, he gets a heel, and it's actually better to clip from here. He finds it.
And to explain to people at home, that appeal won't be necessarily because of Sasha's sort of potential finals place, but, you know, world ranking is very important with points throughout the season, and that's why these appeals will be made.
Oh, and he's climbing super well. He'll probably get the next hold and clip right away.
Oh, it's the shoulder and falls.
So he skips the clip, which is perfect thing to do, and gets a plus off it.
So from Austria, Mattea Pozzi launches over. Now, she had a disappointing season last year. The year before, she was absolutely crushing it. Took a bit of a step back last year, and then this year I was chatting to her. She's feeling good, she's feeling fresh. Lives, trains in Innsbruck. Utilises the river next to the gym often for cold water plunges.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Everyone goes for swims there in the summer.
Well, she does it in winter, it seems, as well. I keep seeing her Instagram when it's definitely snow on the ground, getting in that water, so fair play to her on that one. But yeah, she's got so much potential, this lady. Absolutely lovely on the circuit as well. It just occasionally doesn't quite work out for her. Didn't like that toe hook. Now it's okay. Ooh, it's a bit shaky.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, just precise or.
Now she has feet down low. We've seen a few with the heel in that section.
Yeah. And you're extended. Your feet are way below you. It's a steep wall. It's a 40-degree wall. You have to get up high enough. So if you come up short, you won't get the hold, and then you can fall underneath.
Yeah. Well, she's through the move, maybe settling those nerves down. South Korea's final athlete before the cleaning break, Hyun-sung No, and he is 18 years and 1 month. By the way, I hate to say this, Sean, he is the youngest competitor, and you are the most veteran competitor at 38. Is that a nice way of putting it?
That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call me old.
Experience? No, I'm not going to never do that. Sean, I'm older than you, mate. I'm not going to do that.
You can call it as it is.
But yes, he's one of our younger athletes here anyway at the competition.
You can just say I've done the most number of.
That sounds good. Yes.
No, I realized a couple of years ago when I was 36 and the competitors were 18, and I was double their age, and I was like,
so, yeah, that's a moment. Now Mattea Pozzi looked for a second to try to get 2 toes in underneath.
yeah,
luckily.
and she took him out really quick and just put her toe on, and I think she's just more comfortable like that, but he's getting through that section. Probably into a section now she's more comfortable in.
Yeah, we know for the women it's efficiency that counts here. You've got to get to the head wall change with something in the tank for those high foot moves. Hyun-sung No with a awkward looking clip there with that right arm locked off.
Yeah. And it's a hard section right here for the women. Basically you're doing move after move, little shakes, but all these moves now are really hard.
Mattea Pozzi throws for the left hand, brings the feet back in. She's battling hard, as is No on the left. Not super comfortable for him yet either. Oh, Mattea Pozzi goes. It was a bit too speedy, I think, up with the left hand, and that's going to leave her in a vulnerable place. She has eyes immediately to the scoreboard there to try to work it out. And she waits for that to be updated. Is that the first thing you do when you come down as well? Are you sort of straight to the scoreboard to see where you're at?
So, I'm not, but I am a weird. It's not a philosophy, but I try to reflect on my climbing. So I look up at the routes, and I try very hard to not look at scoreboards right away, because I want to feel myself on how I've done on the routes, and either be happy or sad, and then see what it has translated to.
Huh.
And it's not a jab at the athletes that look straight at the podium, because I know it's very, you want to know how you did. And yeah, here we go, getting into the knee bar.
No, it's fascinating. I didn't know that. It's really interesting.
And it's also just because I preach, like, you should judge, like, once you finish the climb, like, did you climb well? Did you feel like you did well? And if you feel like you did well and it doesn't result in making finals or coming first or whatever, you should still just be happy with whatever you've done. And if you didn't climb well, you could say you didn't climb well, and then maybe you still make finals, and that's really nice, or maybe you don't. And it's hard when everyone just bases how they're feeling on if they pass the next round or if they get a medal.
Interesting.
Here we go.
Yeah,
hard section here.
He rested in a different way. He had a toe hook in. Didn't do the knee.
And there you go. He gets the heel here. Come on.
He has not read this the way he would have wanted to, has he? He's not.
His arms behind the rope too, which is. It doesn't matter, but he's gonna have to camp his. Oh, gets his foot back on.
Yeah, he has not quite got this dialed at the moment.
Go back and try to rest.
Yeah, he had this left toe hook in instead of the knee bar. This move, which is not as restful as a knee bar. It's good, you can obviously shake out, but it's awkward for your hamstrings. Held in position, now gets the left. Does he spot the knee bar? Now he gets the knee bar.
So he gets the knee bar, and now he's going to get his arm out of the rope, which may have been messing with it. Oh, I was going to clip. Oh. I mean, that's a sick clip. You don't have to worry about the next one.
But look at the time as well. He has run down the clock through here. And now he finds the double.
There we go. I mean, yeah, well, let's see. He's obviously not going to spend more than 30 seconds here, but you can, I believe, see your time from the climb too if you look down.
Yes, they have access to it. It's so interesting because he did everything but that, found it, and then realized you can take both hands off. Yep. I can just imagine what's going in his head. Oh, tricky stuff. Well, the women's route is being cleaned. That happens at the midway point. In a minute, the men's will be cleaned as well, and we'll have a little bit of a pause in proceedings. But right now, we can stick with no. 1 minute 38 on the clock. And he is, time-wise, I don't think he's got enough time to finish the route, which, we haven't seen anyone do yet, but to give you context, anyway.
Well, he stayed here for 40 seconds. 1 minute 20. I think you'll have enough time. Wow, he skips the intermediate. Probably get his heel in right away. Yeah. Yeah, he looks good. He doesn't have to clip from here now, so he can just get a little chalk, keep going. Oh, and that looked super hard. He looked really tired now.
Yeah, and a minute left on the clock here. He's got something back in the knee bar, but he wasted a lot of time and energy figuring it out, and he's screaming his way up as he hits the pinch.
I think in the next couple of moves, it's going to be... Wow, finds little rests, gets the clip super early.
Scoreboard says 26.
I mean, I just remember where a couple of the French athletes got the green hold, the next green hold. Obviously, Victor got way up a little bit. I think that'll put him in second already. Did so well. All the men. It's curious how high they'll get, and so we might see them just crush the whole middle section and be up in the last head wall. And we might see Victor, who's currently in the lead, qualify in fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
I actually forgot there's only 24 in semis, and so basically if you're in the lead right now, Victor needs to see 5 fall below him to make it, and so that's the number. And whenever you're in the lead and everyone's coming out after you and they're supposed to be a lot better, you are counting those. You're not counting on 5 people falling. It's more in the back of your mind. If 5 fall, you'll make it. And obviously, Luchka starting her semis here right after the cleaning break, which is the best time.
Exactly. To explain to everyone, because there are so many athletes coming through here, we want similar conditions for everyone as much as possible. And whereas Boulder, we clean the holds a lot, obviously it's harder on a lead wall because it's bigger. So halfway through, we clean it, and it's luck, depending on your score, if you happen to be, as Luchka is the first one on fresh holds. But it does make a difference. Now, Luchka, fascinating character, battling thyroid cancer, was away from the circuit until last year, came back straight into the finals for her, and she's just one of those climbers who, I mean, when she's in form, it's like watching water flowing up the wall. She's effortless with her movements.
Yeah, obviously part of the Slovenian team. They have a very, very strong team, huge training ethic.
Yeah, they had all 6 athletes, so 5 women and 1 male athlete, make it from qualifying into the semis.
Yes. Yeah, no, they train hard. They're a very cohesive team, and actually really fun to hang out with.
Yeah, they are indeed. And let's see how she does that. A nice close shot to show. Thumb locked over in a closed crimp. And looking good at the moment from Luchka. Yeah, the men's will get underway once.
Really well. Got through the TOEIC section. It's looking good here.
Yeah, those long quick draws on the wall supplied by Trango Climbing. They provide all the equipment here, one of our major sponsors, the harnesses, the gloves for the belayers, the ropes, of course, with this special system where there's red to indicate the last 5 meters of the rope, and of course all the quick draws. Now, Luchka, we know it's all about maintaining something in the tank for this next section. Efficient climbing. Hard to know, of course, how pumped an athlete is. I want one of those, like, sort of computer game style red bars that gets increased.
Man, that would be so sweet. Or like, yeah, what if they wore a heart rate monitor? We get to see their heart rate.
It'd be great. I honestly would love stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's looking good at the moment.
She's looking great. She'll like clip from here up into the hard section here. I'm curious what she'll do with her foot for the next move.
Do you think the high right foot is the way to go on this move? Because she's not doing it. She's got heels in underneath. Oh, and lost it. One wants to emulate deep down in your soul the way she climbs. Does occasionally struggle with speed, especially, and more dynamic moves. And considering there aren't many dynamic moves and time isn't a factor, this could be a Zhang Kim route. You never know. One of the smaller athletes, and definitely one who has an eye on the 28 Olympics, which you would imagine surely would be the sort of penultimate end of her career, maybe.
I mean, yeah, I obviously cannot speak for her.
No.
I am a parent, but I'm not a female parent, so I don't.
Yes.
What she went through to come back is already amazing. She was 1 out from qualifying for Paris. I went to both OQSs, and she was literally 1 place out, I believe. But now she doesn't have to do bouldering. She's in her kind of bread and butter lead climbing, and I would love to see it. She would be the first mother climbing to qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
I'll have to
obviously,
check that one.
want
You mean in climbing, anyway?
Yeah, for sure, climbing,
Yes.
yeah, and I don't want to jinx it or anything, but
No, of course.
that's obviously her goal, and I hope I can see her achieve her goal.
Yeah, she had a slip last year during the Nationals. Didn't really make the team, so she was in and out because of that.
Right.
They have this system in South Korea, apparently, is what I've been told, which is, you know, that cut and dry. That if you just don't do it, you're out, and it's tricky. But this year, obviously, back in the fold, which is good to see. This is probably the sort of most physical move, and look at that lovely look.
Yeah, easy for her. I mean, she made it look easy. But yeah, she has that style. She climbs what looks effortlessly, but she's so just in tune with her body and movement that she just makes things look so smooth.
Yeah, she does. So we know it's all about spotting the right toe hook early on. No one has made a massive mistake apart from Kim, who sort of was caught in two minds and got pumped out thinking about it. Look at that from Kim, spots it straight away and locks it in.
Yeah, for the clip as well. And then she'll just kind of keep it in. And
so far, so smooth from her. Climbs her way through, so just to let you...
Wow, she's super extended, actually, and she needs to move her toe hook up. Boom.
Slight mistake then from her, perhaps.
So, yeah, it was, I could see her, so her right hand was deep enough in a cup that I think she cut free on purpose, because she couldn't really do it any other way, but a calculated cut free. And, looks scary for us, but I think it was very calculated by her.
32 plus is Mia Krampel in 8th position. Countback making a difference from a few athletes around that 32 zone. So that's what Zhang Kim will be aiming for here. Leading the way is Ocean McKenzie on 35 plus. It's our route setter on the left, who's almost finished. In fact, he's being lowered down now. So the men's will be underway, and Philip Schenk will be the first out here. Zhang Kim climbing slow, and I think this will actually sort of help her, this style, because if you can rest your way between, we know this crux is coming up. It would be so good to see her in a final on the first World Series comp of the year.
Yeah, obviously she's getting up into this section, and the section we've been talking about, and I do anticipate she'll put her foot up high because she's smaller than a lot of the other competitors.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, the high right foot we're talking about is on the far right of your screen on that black and wood volume.
Yeah.
It's been the successful way we've seen it done so far. Here's the pinch.
She looks good here, and then Pogo looks like she's looking at it.
She is looking at it.
Is gonna...
It's physical to kick your leg up to it.
It's, it's a hard read.
She's not going to do it. She's going to, oh no, she is going to do it. Oh. She's in some trouble here. Goes with the right and it's too low. I mean, she first time gold medalist in Kerchau. What a performance that was from her on the final power boulder. Let's see if she's got some lead climbing endurance.
What's strange too is kind of just caught me off guard is that the women are 2 ahead of the men, which is super rare. Usually the women go way slower than the men, or slower almost for sure. I've never really seen a semi, especially semis. There's 24 of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a semis of women finish before the men.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, yeah, it's just like whatever. But no, they're 2 ahead.
Yeah, so the men's will finish slightly after the women's. So we'll focus on them at the end. So Zelia underway. Philipp Schenk also gets climbing.
Zelia coming off her Boulder win last week. In good form in lead too, so very cool to see.
We've got a little feature coming with them on the World Climbing Club where we do a dual interview with Zelia and her brother Sam, which is quite fun. So that's coming out today. Philipp is very powerful, always is, super strong on those shoulders, and he looked good there, ripping through with that left arm.
Philipp, yeah, been in a few finals. I was actually there. He was on the podium, his first podium last year in Chamonix. He's over the moon. He climbed his finals route. He was so happy. He fell. He was already smiling when he was falling and just laughing the whole way down. But yeah, got the bronze medal. It was just over the moon.
Yeah. Now we've seen some mistakes for the men in this section. Athletes just misreading those sequences. Let's see, hopefully Philipp put it all together here. Zelia spotted that toe super early and no issues for her.
Yeah, you couldn't, it was zoomed in, but she actually did a double toe just to move her toe, which is what Jain didn't want to do, and then did the cut free, but yeah, Zelia's obviously made it through that section and did this one physical section on top. Philipp in the knee bar on the foothold instead of the handhold.
Oh wow, that's a shot in a shot. That's quite artsy. Yeah, apologies about the scores. We're having issues with the updates. So myself and Sean will try to keep you guys informed with what's going on. But yeah, we're having issues with the scores at the moment.
We have, what is it, 10 women, including Zelia, to go. So obviously when we get down to the last 5, 6, 7, 8, we can say who's making it for sure with however many climbers left. And wow, crushing little campus move.
Yeah, up Zelia as well. Look at this. She's approaching this point. Now what's it going to be?
A little heel. Probably have to clip from here. There you go. Good, good, good.
Philipp, high right foot. Gets another knee. Look at that on the jib.
Wow, 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 wow. And Zelia is, up with the right hand. So that moves a bit harder. Oh, moves it actually. Heel.
Zelia high
really
point.
Really
is it high point yet? Must be close.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, sorry, up towards the pink slope as its high point.
Oh.
And she falls just below. Ooh.
Yeah, one less actually, and I think Ryu actually stuck the left-hand hold. I'm curious if they'll give her the plus for the below. There's a bit of a new ruling for pluses now. So I'm curious what the score they give her. But Philipp just crushing it up here. Still a couple moves in the leader, but...
So Philipp is approaching the head wall change here.
Now he's in second, 2 moves from the leader. And I'm curious which hand he goes with. He gets a toe, that's where Pierre got a heel. And actually, maybe it is set to go left hand. He did it the same as Pierre. And Pierre went again, and Philipp's gonna match and then go up with his left. So there we go, now he's in the lead. And he looks good.
He does look good, doesn't he? With the foot
slip.
slips.
Gosh, oh gosh.
He just about holds it, dragging that right foot back in. Look at that, 38 now on the top spot.
And the next one's a shoulder too, so he's gonna... That was a really, really good effort. In first place with Ryu in second and Oceana in first. And they're all half a move difference. Osh has a 35 plus, Ryu has a 35, and Zelia has a 34 plus.
All right, Rosa Recker comes, as we said earlier, every member of the Slovenian lead team making it through to the semi-finals. Yeah, Rosa Recker's 22. She's been on the circuit though since 2023 and had brilliant results through. Silver medal in the World Champs, we should talk about Rosa Rekha more often, really, because she is an absolute star of this Slovenian team. Sometimes gets overshadowed a little.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime you're on a team with Janja, it's hard. Janja won the World Championships and was so happy when she came down, and she knew she had won because she topped. But then to find out that your teammate is second at her, I believe, first World Championships. Yeah, she was over the moon.
Yeah. And Sam Avazu gets climbing. His sister is watching from the audience as he gets going. Yeah, go and check out this double interview we did. It was a lot of fun. So Rose is approaching the toe hook move. Clip in first, as we'd expect, as she's looking right, so has spotted it. And locks that in. Sean, how on earth do you train for toe hooks like that? Do you have to put in a little bit of sort of leg days in the gym?
For sure, you need strong legs now, a lot more than before, and a lot of it comes from bouldering. When you do bouldering, you have to have strong legs. Heels, toes. Toes is the shin, right? And the heels are the quads, hamstrings. Someone's gonna slay me on that one because it's probably wrong, but legs
train. Yeah, because I remember watching sort of boulder movies back in the 80s where stick-thin legs was kind of the way forward. And it is different nowadays, you have to have that.
Heel looking too a lot is like how you place, in which direction you're pulling with your heel. You don't just like put it on like a potato and pull. It's really, really important to have your hips up really high and you're pulling in a specific direction. Yeah. The Rose is just rocking up this one right now and looks good. And basically, come on, yeah. And needs to get the clip and then go into this hard top section.
Yeah, she's approaching the crux. Let's see what Sam does. Oh, double stack knees, very cool.
Wow, and let's go.
And no hands. Oh my goodness. I'm in heaven, Sean.
Come on, Rosa, come on.
Rosa's thinking about. Oh, there, now yes.
There you go. And that's the way to do it.
It's power in a flexible position that she was good at then. Slow ball one.
And this is almost high point. She does the plus, which she will almost guarantee. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Here's the high point.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Did that differently. Ooh. So everyone else has sat down on that left foot. She's just bridged out.
And I don't think she'll get a plus for the top, but she'll be in first place. I think it's 36. So if she for sure is in first place with controlling that top right hand, and I don't think it's a plus, but we'll see what the score. I'll tell you what the score is when it comes through. But
yeah,
Sam.
Apologies once more for the score, everyone. We're having big issues with the updates. We'll try to keep you updated as we go. And there we go, back for the score. So 36 jumps above Osh McKenzie. So Sam Avazu, with that double knee stack, got something back, and he's got to keep moving through here. Didn't like that heel for a second, then readjusted.
And it gets it from there, and that's kind of your last clipping spot too, so it's good. And then into this very physical top section.
Sam looks for the high toe, doesn't like it, changed his beat to that. Doesn't like any of this, just pumps up, why not? And into third with 36.
Yeah. He'll get if he gets the next one, which it looks like you do, he passes Pierre. And then move and a half below the leader. So he's in second place already, with control of that top left hand.
Not many have done moves on this head wall. Remember, the angle changes, the technicality tends to increase up there.
There we go, and he statics out. Whoa. Flipped, or did he not get it enough? And it wouldn't be deemed control.
Yeah.
And if a coach or a team thinks that it's not good enough for control, then they would negative appeal, and then he would be 39 plus. He would still be in first place regardless. And so it's mostly on, well, it's funny actually, he's ahead of a French teammate, so right now the control of the next hold means absolutely nothing. But if someone after gets, I mean, honestly, it probably will never matter, because anyone after that gets also the plus, it's if they give him control of the next hold, anyone after that gets the plus will be less, whereas if they downgrade him to a 39 plus or whatever that number was, then they tie and they win and count back. So just one of those like, one of those things that the coaches and the teams need to keep in the back of their minds.
Well, Jessie Pilz from Austria is going. She won the national lead champs. I think it was the 11th time in her
I saw
career.
that, yep. Yeah, 11th time.
And then Serato Manraku. Now, Serato Manraku qualifying lower down the order than he would expect. And I can confirm this because I saw him last night in the lift in the hotel. And he was like, oh, it wasn't very good. And I was like, yeah, but Serato, you're still top 10. He was like, yes, but I made lots of mistakes. So he, in his words, wants to have some improvement here. Of course, he got a gold medal in Kachao recently, so he's looking for 2 golds in a row if he possibly can.
Yeah, look at Jessie through the toe-hook section. And then just for... Oh, she took her toe-hook actually out a little early. Totally fine, though. And for Rosa, too, they gave her 36. So there was no plus.
So Jessie gets the clip in. Serato launches nicely through. Jessie gets a little bit of a drop knee to steady herself. She's climbed very quickly up towards that head wall. And then Serato bumps that right hand up. So we know the high foot. Every athlete who's had success has got the high right foot, but it depends if you can get the right foot onto that hold.
Yep. And Jessie is the 8th to last climber out too, so we'll be able to start telling you who's in finals. Or who's guaranteed to be in finals.
Left hand up. She's going to keep the feet low, I think. So we'll have to see if she's got some power left to do this, as she does at the moment.
And then, that's really hard. It's hard. It looked like she got the intermediate and then couldn't move her feet, and so decided instantly to try to go again. And it's, I think, really hard if you don't have your foot up and right.
So Serato Manraku is approaching knee bar territory, and he doesn't need it. He just campuses straight through. Maybe he'll do that secondary knee bar.
And with Jessie falling there, I think it's that's the 32 plus.
33 at the moment.
The 30. No, 30. Yeah, that's the intermediate. Sorry, 33. I think plus actually, but we'll see. But that does put Rosa for a guaranteed finals.
Oh
wow, campuses there.
Serato's got a bit of energy left, I think, after that big move.
Yeah.
Good work from him. Into the pinch for Serato. That's the men's scoreboard. So 8th is Pierre in the danger spot with 31 plus at the moment. Men's more separated than the women's, falling at different places. The audience getting behind Serato, one of the favourites for sure. Hits the right hand, little adjustment with the left.
We've seen that move there, go with each hand. Ooh. A couple to fall for them to make it. But yeah, Serato in 4th. That's tough. Obviously, we'll see, but it's gonna be tough for Serato.
And by the way, I mentioned it earlier, so I'll just finish off the thought. Sasha Lehmann's pip heel was rejected, so he does get the plus rather than being lowered down.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Lucia Tarkas, another Slovenian climber underway.
Yes, Sasha's he was doing the down campus, and they gave him the plus, and then someone thought that he wouldn't get it. Again, it's super hard because forward motion on a down campus is down.
Yeah.
So, that's weird.
So Lucia Tarkas beginning things off here. She was in the Inca Chow for Boulder, but lead is more of her specialism. And Alberto Gines Lopez, the Spanish star, is walking onto the mat right now. So he'll climb in a couple of seconds. Lucia Tarkas is you know, such a young climber still. It feels like she's been around on the circuit forever as well, but she's, you know, she's young. She's what?
No, she's young. She's less than 22.
Yeah. So there is Alberto. He was the Eurohode's overall title winner for 2025, but didn't get the gold medal. Got multiple silvers along the way. We were all waiting for that gold, but it didn't quite happen. Especially in Madrid, I think the amount of pressure on that man in Madrid was unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah, won the overall too, so the elusive win for Alberto in a World Cup is just it's just a,
it's an anomaly.
Honestly, it's just a stat.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, but it's one of those things that it does play in his mind. I mean, he knows that he hasn't got a gold yet, and he should have. Not should have, but he's capable of doing it.
well, also, you know, you have an Olympic gold, and it's just it'll just mess with your head.
Yeah.
And he's such a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the day where it happens, and I strongly believe it will. He's got to get into a finals first of all. Yep. Hard climbing ahead of him. Good work from Litsiatakis, making her way through the toe hook section cleanly. Alberto swings loose, gets a high
doing
heel.
really, really well up high for Lucia.
So Litzia, one final clip, and then we will see how she attempts this crux, this stopper section in the women's route. No idea what the top half is like yet. One being there.
Resting a little bit right before that final section. And
ooh,
wow. I'll talk about that after. A little bit different, but really nice.
It's worked for her, and she looks in control. Comes up.
Yeah.
I think
gets the clip too.
And a toe in underneath. That's the goal, and it slopes us
yeah, and so if she gets the plus here, she'll be in finals. And nice. So she actually now has 36, so she's in the lead. Lead, guaranteed finals. Now a high point on the route.
Just hits the undercling with the left hand.
She's so much higher too than Rosa, but another crimp. And then we were told by the route setter that the next hold is only dual text. So let's keep that in mind.
So it might catch you out because she won't know it's coming, and she does fall. But high point for Litsiatakis.
Great climb.
A finals place.
Yes, yeah. She's in the lead. She's in finals. At worst 7th, but regardless, she's in finals with her teammate and sets a new high point on that route.
Alberto Gines Lopez there, and we haven't chatted about him having watched Lucia, but he campuses through one arm on the right hand.
He did that really well, and he's just looking good on this route.
And that's the scoreboard confirmed. 38 plus leaves her at the top. Down in 8th is Jessie Piltz in the danger spot with 33. Count that making a difference. Alberto, muscles standing up now as he starts to work hard on the crimps. Still smooth, not snatching at holds yet. Sam Avazu leads the way for the men on a 39 plus. Max Berton on 33 plus is in 8th position and in the danger zone.
And here's where you, have to get this clip, and looking strong through this really hard finishing section.
Head wall time then for Alberto.
Oh, there you go. Gets a drop knee like Sam. And that's, I think, 2nd place.
No, first technically on our score. Sorry, it's just flicked up on the big scoreboard. 39 plus.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So yeah, in 1st place because of countback. And obviously I'll get to LO in just 1 second. But so they did not give Sam that 40. Where I said he got it and then his foot slipped, maybe after, maybe at the same time. So I guess they didn't give it to him. I'm curious if they didn't give it to him, and then which means that the French can potentially appeal if they want to. or if they gave it to him and it's already been appealed and he went down. I actually don't know the difference between that. But with 8 climbers left in the men, it might actually matter. But yeah, just keep that in the back of your minds. And obviously, here's Ella from the United States.
I haven't seen any appeals come through for Sam, by the way, so it is. I think it's sticking on 39 plus for him. Yeah, Ella Fisher, one of our newish climbers.
Ella, excuse me. And this is her 4th World Series World Cup. I'm going to get that wrong every time because they're not called World Cups anymore. They're called World Series.
Yes,
but they are the same thing as a World Cup, but they're not called World Cups. Does that mean I've only done 1 World Series?
Yeah. Yes, technically, yes. So they're now World Series, but you have done past World Cups. We can still call them World Cups in the past.
Right, okay.
It's just from now on.
So this was my first
World Series. Exactly. So you're back to being a total newbie again.
Yeah, this is her 4th. And her first semis. And in the last 6 climbers. So yeah, we'll see if we can see how she does.
Yeah, it's good to see new members coming through. And she's doing very well at the moment, up towards the final third of this route. She hits the left hand. Out Yurikuza pulls off the ground. He's got some way to go before things get interesting for him. Ella will rest with that nice heel in. We know this position allows you to get something back, but it's the feet and how low they are which has caused lots of problems here. Into the pinch with the left hand. She easily gets the right foot up. Nice work from Ella.
Oh, she's a little bit low. Oh, she gets through it. Oh, she needs a plus off this hold. She needs a plus.
It looked to me like it could be good.
50-50.
Yeah.
I won't say anything.
I mean, she's going towards it.
If they give her the plus,
yep,
she's guaranteed finals. If they do not give her the plus, she is in provisional 4 or 5 and is on the bubble of making finals or not.
You would expect potentially an appeal to come through on that one, so we will let you know.
Yes. And that reminds me of the previous climber, Lucia, who on that move didn't get her right foot high, but did a heel, left foot heel, and did like a I don't call it weird, very technical double squeeze to do that move, and then got her foot up, and it just reminded me while we watched
that score is not updated, by the way, on the right, so obviously Ella will be up there into the top 8. Ao Yurikuza, meanwhile, hits the left hand as he approaches the tricky part. Now, a member of this big Japanese squad that come to every World Cup, and not a difficult journey for Team Japan. About an hour 45-minute flight and only an hour time difference, so they are in the same zones. Ao gets that right knee pushed in.
And the scores haven't come through yet for Ella, which means they might be talking about it right now. Ah, here comes the next climber, Laura. So.
No, I think it's just not been updated yet.
Well, as Ao just works through this rest right before the down campus. Laura Rogora will start her route.
Yeah, Laura will be about to get underway. There she is, approaching the wall. Ao is almost ready to move forward out of the rest. Comes in underneath.
Provisionally too, Ella did get the plus, which puts her in 3rd place and at worst 8th, so in finals.
Brilliant stuff from her.
And then if a team does think that it wasn't a plus, they'll probably appeal, and then it'll go under review.
I'm actually watching Team USA's coach talk to Ella right now. I think exactly about that. They are looking at phones, updating. Yeah, we'll see. What a performance. Right, Ao Yurikuza is on the crimps, fighting hard.
Yeah, way up high, yeah. Probably get the last clip from here and into that. Ooh, this. So he's gonna definitely have to get that clip from. There you go.
Yeah, he hadn't got that in yet. He looks in a... Oh, he's breathing hard as he hits the sloper here. And Laura has an awkward high right toe hook in. She's changed her mind now, which I think is smart.
Now is trying to figure out what hand to go with, actually. He wants to pogo, I think, but... A little pogo? Ah,
missed the hold a bit.
The hold a little.
Yeah, not quite for him. Laura is through the first tricky section for the women. Up goes Laura now. Endurance queen.
And two, with Al falling there, it does guarantee Alberto finals, unless Sam gets upgraded to 40, but it basically guarantees one of those two in finals with 7 left.
Right, Sean. Plus coming in for Jessie Piltz right now, appeal for a plus. So her team want her to receive a plus to her score.
Okay, and if that goes through, it'll be 33 plus. I don't think that would be enough for finals regardless, with 4 climbers left, but it will move her up from potentially 12th to 10th, which that's an appeal you make if you think you have plus.
Yeah, every little helps with world rankings. Of course, the Euro holds overall title on the line, as it is every year. Here's Laura through the toe hook part. I would imagine no issues for Laura up until that head wall section. No one's fallen on this part yet. That'll be precisely with the feet, though. The footholds created by the 2 volumes sandwiched together with just a little ledge to stand on. There is Shion Onmata down on the bottom, having a read of the route. The athletes observed it off air before we started, and it's been quite a while since then. We kicked off at 10:30 here in China, now coming up to 12:30. Shion Onmata underway. Laura approaching the crux. Very, very different positions for both of our athletes here. Laura might fit quite nicely into that box to be able to get that right foot up, if she chooses to. Laura has a think. She looks back and forth. Which method is she going to choose? We know low feet is low percentage. You're so stretched out. It's very powerful. Into the pinch. She's looking at that jib. She wants it. She's going to do something different, though, like almost a drop knee into position.
Yeah, I think it's because she fit into that box really well. She could just, a little drop knee, and she's strong enough on the left arm, too, to just be able to lock it off.
Yeah.
She might even clip from here.
Now she finds the jib, but that was done in a Laura way.
Yep. And basically needs a plus off this one to be in finals. And there you go. So she'll be in finals.
Doesn't like the heel position. Had to change it. She wants the left to sit down on it.
Yeah. She'll have already gotten it. Heel there. There you go. This was like a Lucia, super high. But yeah, she'll be in finals now. She's just fighting for placement, fighting for that high point. Crimp. The next one has no text. You can see it. There's a text on the thumb, but no text basically.
Oh, Laura, and she hits that no text hole well. Are we going to see our first top for the women? Hits the side pull. You've got to match it and then go for the final hold. Here we go. No, not quite for Laura.
Great effort. So obviously into first place.
Yeah, she is down. Our current leader with 4 to go. Laura Rogera, Erin McNeice after this, Annie Sanders, Yanyi Gabra and Shihyun So will finish things off for the women. More to go for the men, running slightly slower. And Shion Onmata campusing through. Look at that control. Laura, all smiles, back down on the ground.
The results are showing Ella with a 33, which...
Well, Ella's still not been updated on that score, so guys, ignore that scoreboard on the right-hand side, not there yet.
Yeah, because I was pretty sure Ella had 35 plus to match Oceana, which would put her in at worst 8th, which means Oceana is at worst 9th for finals. But Xian here way up high on his route.
Yeah.
Really focus up on him. And this was the move where we lost the last climber.
Yeah, Xion wrestling, fighting,
gonna go again. He has to hit it. It's a hard move. The same move.
Deep. So many presents over the last week or so from our fans here. Absolutely adored here, and she tends to have performances to match that adoration. So, Erin, she won gold, but she shared it last year with Shae So on a pretty unique event. It's only happened once before that, in recent memory anyway, and certainly the first time since the scoring systems and the new set of modern rules came in. It was unique. She won't want to do that again.
No.
那我觉得还是看您自己的描述最合适了，就是小怪兽，永远带给我们不一样的感觉。永远和这条线路斗争到底。
Also tough. She was 4th and 4th at World Championships in Seoul. So I remember reading after that she felt tired. She said, and I mean that's hard. That's how many rounds? So that's 6 rounds over. Actually, the days were not too close together. It was actually pretty good for that, but that's a lot of mental stuff going through it, and yeah, hard. So it's crazy because 4th and 4th is still amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. But if you told her, you know, would you like 2 4th medal? She'd be like, absolutely not.
No,
you know?
no.
It's the worst position.
But it's oftentimes too with things like that. Assuming she continues and then gets on the podium, she'll look back on it, see it as something to learn from.
Yeah.
And something that made her the competitor she is in the future.
So Do-Kyun Lee is underway. He was a silver medal in Keqiao. Total all-rounder as well. He was injured at the Olympics in Paris, which was a shame. He had a shoulder injury, which was way more nasty than he sort of let anyone know. But more than capable, this man. Having a little think about this. You don't want to make a mistake down low. Erin McNeice is doing well on the right of your screen.
Yeah, I actually hadn't even thought about that, but we didn't see any man fall below the campus, the down campus, right?
Yep. Which is unusual, because we usually see at least one.
Yeah, one or, yeah. Like, I'd probably fall somewhere in the first 20 moves.
Oh, sure. I very much doubt that.
Yeah, 26 is the lowest, which is the knee bar part.
I think some of this is to do with the style of routes has changed a little bit since that announcement about the Olympics and LA.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Less power, so we see less sort of dangerous moves in terms of falling off down low.
Erin making it through the TOEIC section with relative ease, made it look really good.
Yeah.
Prepping for that harder top section.
Yeah, game on for her near the top. Do-Kyun Lee is okay at the moment. That nice little cross route working well for him. Buries the left foot on the jib. Erin just checks the time there, making sure it's okay. So, low feet for Do-Kyun Lee currently, the knee bar coming up. Erin starts to get some encouragement from the crowd. They're sensing, or they know, that this is the hard point. Throws a right hand. Oh, Do-Kyun does not hang around through there.
And he kind of barely got that one, but he'll relax too while we watch Erin at the top of this.
Yeah, didn't really rest very long there, but doesn't. Oh, that heel is risky. Got it the second time. It's right at the back of, almost on his Achilles heel, that move. And Erin is trying to find a rest, pressing herself into the wall here, burying that right heel. And
that's wild. Doyen went all the way back down to the down campus. First time we've seen that. They're gonna get to these hard sections kind of at the same time. Erin first here. Gets the foot out right. Gets it and gets that. Does that move really well. Needs to do 2 more moves for finals, but is looking good.
The crowd on their feet right now as Erin makes progress. Doyen as well, keep an eye on him because he's finding a physical part to this route. Erin wraps a whole arm around for a second there, then changes it to a palm. No text pressing though.
Erin's in finals for sure.
We know countback is very important at these events. You want to go as high as possible here. Doyen drops, 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. We'll wait and see, and Erin falls as well. So, looking pretty loose, isn't he? Looking very chilled as he approaches the wall.
Yeah, he did his first qualifier and felt like he had underperformed. When you go and look back at it, he was still, I think, 13th in the route, so he was totally fine for semifinals. But sometimes it's good to have a little bit of pressure on you for the second, and so he executed the second like his competition was on the line, which, looking back with hindsight at their favor, his competition was not. He didn't need to be too stressed, but sometimes it's nice to have that pressure because he absolutely destroyed his second route, topped it, and is qualified here now in 5th. And it gives him more confidence too now for moving into the semifinal round.
And then Annie Sanders comes up. She was in the finals in Kejiao, won the gold medal actually in Kejiao last year, but lead is where it's her happy place. She's got so much better. And we have an appeal coming through for Ella as well, the USA athlete. I haven't had any updates on that, but we are having...
So that's the one I kind of mentioned before too. So Ella got the plus way up there, and we were wondering, because we said if she gets the plus, she is in at worst 8th. If she doesn't get the plus, then Osh is in 8th. And so I assume it was someone in that 4th, 5th position, most likely I would say Australians, because it makes sense to then go to judges' review to see if that plus was a plus or not.
And Sam Avazu also under appeal as well, so busy time at the moment for our judges who are working hard.
Yeah, I'd say in the appeal for Sam was actually, I believe, will be up by the French to get 40 instead of a 39 plus. Which they're both in finals, so it's a little bit less important, but it would put him above Alberto in the case of countback in finals, as they are both going to finals.
Okay, so we'll keep you updated when we find that out. Annie Sanders makes a little adjustment with the left hand and then finds the crimp up high. So, Luca Potucha is unwinding himself, and Annie Sanders is climbing nicely through the bottom half of the route. A little slower than some who've just stormed through that part, but she's in control.
Oh wow, he clips from here.
Oh, we know that's harder, isn't it?
Yeah. It's hard too. Sometimes when athletes do a clip that's just a little bit harder, it actually just means they're in the zone. Because a lot would grab the hold and say, oh, it's too bad, I'm not going to clip with it. And for someone that's stronger, they just grab and they're like, okay, this is the clip, and they clip it, and then they get to the actual clipping hold, and then they can relax more on the clipping hold.
So the appeals. Ella is being appealed against, so someone doesn't want her to have the plus, and I think Sam is being appealed to upgrade him to 40.
Yeah. So that checks with kind of what we saw. Sam way up there on the top, where I wondered if he actually got the shoulder, and then his foot slipped. And Ella, if her plus was a plus.
Yeah. So that's the plus situation. That will make quite a big difference.
Yeah, and Luca got through the physical section, basically needs to get through 2 clips and this powerful section, and 2 moves onto the head wall guarantees him a finals place.
So both athletes concentrating hard right now.
Yep. It's the clip shoulder.
Mika Potticher reaching up high. This is a tricky little section coming up for him. Finds the right hand now.
So he needs to do 2 more moves and gets the heels. He's gonna go left hand. And he goes down, it goes up with his right. That's a tough one. He had his left heel in, went up with his left hand, and then chose to go back down and go up with his right. And he actually did the move and then slipped off right away. That will put him most likely out of finals, which puts Victor from France in his, I believe, first finals. But we'll talk about that after with Annie getting up in this make or break section, basically.
Oh, she elevates that foot up and finds it nicely. Yeah, is you're right, Sean, make or break. Next couple of moves are vital for her.
And 2 more moves and she's in for sure. Looks a little uncomfortable on the next move, but she just needs to match feet. I think she'll be okay. Good. And yeah, it's gonna get the clip here and feet up, most likely. Come on, Annie.
Oh, goes up with the left hand rather than the right, and it makes a match. Very Annie Sanders.
I don't know if it's a dual hold, but if it's not a dual hold, she's in finals. If it is a dual hold, she needs to do it with the other. And there you go. So she's guaranteed finals, and then we'll see how she does for ranking in that finals up here at the top.
Okay, undercling then for Annie Sanders. Steps left, crosses through just about with the right hand.
See it? No text next.
So Annie getting very close, gets herself set. Can we see a top here?
Get the match.
Crosses.
Jump for the top. Oh, left foot on's better. Come on.
Oh, she doesn't like it. Yeah, she wants to swap. You're right, Sean. Look at that adjustment. Oh, steps inside flag. Wow.
And then here, jump. Oh, not even a jump. Wow.
Wow, here's going to be our first.
Delicate. Very delicate.
That draw. Good work for Annie. Has a little nod down. She will move forward, currently in the top spot. And by the way, you are correct. It is a guaranteed first final for Victor from France.
Nice. It's funny. I thought it would be a jump at the end, and it looked like the hold was farther away than it was. But obviously, yeah, tough for Annie Sanders. Guaranteed finals.
2 to go for the women. There'll be Yanya and Shem after that, and then Putra Ramadhani is climbing. And we talk about this man a lot, but it's so good to see Indonesia sort of break out of just being amazing speed climbers, sort of perception, and have some really good lead climbers in their squad as well. Annie gets a big reaction, another crowd favourite as she leaves the stage. Job done for Annie. So Putra in and underneath. Some of the athletes awkward down below, but usually manage to deal with it pretty well, as does he. And that crowd cheer you heard was for Yanya Garnbrett, who's just strode herself onto the mats with some purpose. There she is. Silver medal in Kerchau. Got beaten by Zelia Avazu by just a couple of 0 points. And cameras are out for Yanya, but Putra, meanwhile, is fighting his way up into a nice, resting, stretched out left arm position here as he comes in underneath to match with the right hand. Huge crowd roar as Yanya gets going now. Yeah, world ranking make a difference in terms of why she's climbing second, because there were a few tops, double tops in quali. Oh, look at that unwind from Putra as well. He's on very thin crimson underneath there. Hits the left hand for Putra, so he's giving himself a fighting chance now as well. He's more than capable of making finals, this man.
Yeah, did one finals last year in Koper. And yeah, looking great on the street here.
Finding a good rest as well. He's got a knee bar on that jib. Oh, sorry, actually above the jib, I think it was. Just pressing in, less of a knee bar, more of a knee scrub. Will Yanya spot the toe? No one has made a mistake on that section, or a big mistake anyway.
Yeah, Putra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Climbing quickly, actually. Great in the stop section. And then this is the key move.
Oh, Putra falls.
Oh, it's the 4th in a row we've seen actually fall on that move.
Yeah.
Which puts Doyun, I think, in.
Yes, we are struggling as much as you guys are with these scores currently, guys. So we are trying to tell you what we can, but we are unaware of what we're being told is correct or not.
Puts Doyun in, and with 3 left, Serato is at worst 1 out. Which brings me back to my comment that I said Serato would not be in. So if 1 more falls below him, he is in. And yeah, that's the 4th in a row to fall on that move.
Yeah, according to the scores I have, he's in 6th with 37 plus at the moment.
And Yanya just getting through the Toic section, looking up into this last section.
Yeah, we know what's coming up. Yeah, so that is correct. So 36 plus for Putra in 7th. Luka Potichar with 36 plus is in the danger zone. Ao Yurikuza in 9th is out. Now Alberto leads the way with a 39 plus. Count back, making the difference for the top 3. So here is Yanya, our main focus of attention as we wait for our next athlete out, who is the Italian, Giovanni Placchi. Let's see what Yanya does then. Needs to figure out this move without a mistake. She's going with a right drop knee. We saw Laura try, works better for Yanya. And makes the bump work too. Close for Yanya then. Yanya Gambret hits the right palm and the arm, trying to put any skin. Oh, just.
She almost fell there.
Yeah, that was as close as it comes.
Stays on. And
falls. Now, currently she's...
should be in 3rd. She's Laura passed her as well as Annie.
Yeah, my scores are leaving her
finals.
4th at the moment. Yeah, so she's in.
Is in finals. She's provisionally 3rd right now. Tied with...
well, provisionally 2nd, actually.
Yeah.
So, no, we don't think that's right. Nope. We'll see. Sorry about this, guys.
Annie with the top hasn't been updated.
Yes, you're right.
Laura, which had 1 hand on the black. And then Yanya, 2 moves below that, going the no text. Yanya actually probably has the same score as Lucia, 38 plus. Oh, and Aaron, both with 38.
Well, let's just provision this short at the moment to explain to everyone. Nothing is working with the score, so we are... Giovanni is the first to fall, and that was unexpected. We hadn't seen that before. We were talking about the fact no one has fallen low, and he does.
Guaranteed at worst 8.
So, world number 1, as the announcer said, Qian Xiu coming on. Gold last year, but shared with Erin McNeese in that unusual moment. Let's see what she can do as she gets going here.
Yeah, so the app, they did update Yanya's to 38 plus, and then the only person that's not updated on the women's side is Annie Sanders, and it says 26.
Yeah, that's an ongoing problem, I'm being told, so ignore that.
So yeah, unless she stepped on a bolt or something low, which we have not heard, she has a top obviously, and so that'll put everyone just one down.
Yeah. Neo Suzuki coming on then, penultimate athlete for the men. And if you remember last year, he had that incident when he climbed very high and then it was deemed that the rope assisted him, so he had to reclimb, still got the silver medal, and one of the most memorable moments.
Yeah, that was wild. I watched that one, and a very unique situation where there was a down climb and they had already clipped and the belayers weren't belaying properly. But yeah, here we go. And interesting that Sam's score is not yellow anymore, which means the appeal to get him the plus, I believe, failed or was rejected.
Yep.
So he stays with 39 plus. He's still in finals, so it's no big deal, but he will not be ahead of Alberto going into finals.
So, Shaekhyun So has the right toe buried in, now gets 2, doesn't like it, readjusts. Neo Suzuki, meanwhile, is being careful. Everyone's been a little careful on that move as you find the left toe. Steps up high and right, presses in, crosses through.
And the other side, the plus was taken away from Ella, which puts her in 8th. And if Chaeyoon passes that position, Ella's actually out. And then Oceana McKenzie will be last in finals. So that's an update on the women's side.
Yeah. Neo Suzuki comes through. Right heel on, matches that to hand. Shaehyun So comes up. She's approaching the move right now, our last athlete for the women. Neo comes up underneath. He's got this hard part to come. What will Shaehyun So do here? Hits the left hand. She's looking right again. Flicks it on. Toe pressed.
There you go.
Neo drops down, locking off that left arm. Knee bar potentially to come if they need it.
That puts Chaeyoon in finals, which does knock Ella out.
I think Ella might still be under appeal, though. Well, we don't know, Sean, to be honest. This is the problem. So she might be, she might not be. We will have to wait and see, guys. Do keep an eye on the World Climbing Insta and the rest for the updated scores here as Neo unwinds. But look at this from Shaehyun So here. She's got a match, she's got a pop for the top. Only one has done it. Off she goes, not quite. Well, we think that should be finals.
Yeah, for sure that's in finals. That's it's funny, there's a new way to score like double clutches and triple clutches. I think she actually gets credit for the match and then a plus towards the last hold. It's a weird way of doing it because in the old rules she wouldn't even get a match or a plus. But because she tried to do it as a double, I actually think she'll get basically top minus or whatever the hold is before that as a plus. Is that 41 plus instead of a 40 plus like Laura? Regardless, in finals in second or third, which sets the final stage for the women, pushing Ella to 9th and Oceana McKenzie to 8th.
Now that has theoretically been updated there. The Annie Sanders top didn't come through for a long time, so that is now...
Oh, and this is the move for Neo here.
Correct. Yeah, so this is it, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 moves to be in finals, and this is the move we've been seeing everyone struggle with, and again, this is the 6th person.
Wow. But he spent most of his sort of preparation for the season in Innsbruck on those giant walls there. Looked good in quali as well. Very, very flowy. And let's see what he can do here if he can make his way into the finals, into that top 8. Yeah, I think that is correct. So Luka Poticha is in 8th with 36 plus. That's what?
So I think Luka. So right now they have Neo. So Neo was the last climber to climb, right? Second to last climber there. They have him with 36, but I'm pretty sure he will have 36 plus because he touched the next hold. So I don't know. Anyways, so he should actually make it in 7th, which would put Luka already out, and it would put Putra in 8th, with obviously this last climber to go.
Yeah. Again, guys, apologies about this. We're trying our hardest. So, Satoshi Yoshida with a high heel. And I love the way he three-finger drags everything.
Yeah.
Every hold. So rarely does he lock it off. Crosses through. All eyes on our final climber here. A nice bubble in the stadium. The athletes milling around their area. Everyone's starting to get their attention on tonight's finals. But Satone will be ignoring everything right now, super focused as our final climber out here. And then launches into the next sequence now. Heel underneath, crosses through onto the crimp. Out he comes, onto the side pull. Will he utilize this knee bar? We haven't seen it sort of really locked in and shaking out for quite a while. Oh, and he is using it. Cool. He will have done this outdoors many, many times.
Yeah, looks pretty comfy in there.
Yes, usually he will have the luxury of having a knee pad, but not in indoor climbing. I love the fact he's an outdoor climber as well. You know, a lot of the athletes are when they can, but he sees outdoor climbing as part of his training.
Nice. Oh yeah, tons of World Series climbers. Tons of indoor climbers, indoor competition climbers love climbing outside.
No, they do, but it's kind of like at some point they turn their attention to plastic, whereas he sort of doesn't.
No, not always. Yeah. It's hard with some of the new generation climbers actually only climb on plastic.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite refreshing because I love climbing outside too. I just don't have enough time for it, or I don't make enough time for it.
Babies tend to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Time. What is time?
What is time anymore? Right, heel hook up. Lovely shots to show how small that is. Changes it into a toe.
And they did change the score for Neo, so he's in finals. And so now to get to finals, he actually just needs to get to that last move that a bunch of the climbers has been falling, and at least touch the one hold over the lip. That blue hold, blue-pink over the lip.
So here we go, this section, and that hold just over the lip. Hasn't made the clip yet.
Right here. There you go. So he's in finals.
And maybe that's the better way, you know.
Yeah, a little heel look.
Yeah.
Instead of the pogo, it looks super comfy. Looks down to check his time. So yeah, that's gonna set it for the 8-minute finals. And we'll see if he can go set a high point. Looks comfortable and needs to do 2 more moves with a high point.
Resting, looking good. He might have something in the tank left for the top of our route. We haven't seen many up here.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Probably he'll kick his foot over to that blue. And I'm curious if he gets that little knee drop that Sam got just to kind of get up close at least. Come on, yeah. A little knee drop, a little toe, and there you go. There, high point.
Let's see the top of his head wheel, please. Then left elbow starts to drift up though. One clip to go and then a long traverse over to the left. There's the top. Foot on, crimp. Are we going to see our first top for the men's route? A crimp to go and then a pop and a kick, we think, over to the blue.
Yeah. Wow, he's so much better than the others right at the top here. But
wow, look at that. Satoshi Yoshida might be on a different level right now, certainly. That is an incredible climb from the Japanese superstar on lead.
Wow. Yeah, what a finish. He looked so much calmer through that middle section. And
Right, let's just wait and see. This is as we have it, which is Annie, Chen, Laura, Yanya, Erin, Lucia, Rosa and Osh in the top 8. Ella just missing out on 35, so close to her first finals. Zelia isn't quite going to get a second medal. And as we go down the list, Mia Krampel and Mattia Pozzi will probably be a little disappointed with that performance from them. Work to do as we come into the rest of the rounds. And for the men, Satoni, Alberto, Sam, Philip, Victor for the first time, Dokyan Serato and Neo will make up our top 8. Putra close but not quite due to countback, as was Lucas Shion. Ow, you can see that 36 plus was a tricky hold for lots who got to that position. And then coming down into the second half of our field, no real surprises down there in terms. Maybe Max Berton would have liked to have done a little better. He was 15th, and yeah, he was shaking his head after that.